Let me know you're in the house, guys. Do we have some people from Indonesia? Okay, okay. Great. Um, where are my buddies from Germany? If you're from Germany, drop a plug. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, great. So, let's get right into it. If you're not gonna be able to, for those that won't be able to be here, we will have a recording of this meeting. So don't worry, you'll be able to play it back and make sure you get the most value out of this. So, quick question. If you understand English but you struggle to speak, maybe you feel like you went to school and you did your English course and you've been learning a lot. Maybe you even read novels, but when it comes to actually making conversations or being in front of a camera or speaking to a friend, you freeze, you get stuck. If that sounds like you, drop a me in the chat. Okay. Um, Let me see. Okay, I see a lot of people here in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that's great. So if that's you, you understand a lot, reading, listening, that's not a problem. You get it, right? But when it's time to speak, you freeze. The words don't come out. You translate in your head, you hesitate, you feel stuck, you wait. So that's what we're going to do today. It's like, how do you make somebody learn English without putting them through the complex work of learning grammatical English rules? And still get them to be fluent? Well, that's the $1 million question. Because everybody thinks that you have to study the rules, the structures, and everything, but turns out you don't. And that is what we're going to show you today in the 30-day step-by-step English fluency plan that we've created. That's going to show you why you feel stuck, and it's going to break down what actually works, a simple system that you can follow that can allow you to start speaking naturally. And don't worry, guys, I know you have a lot of questions. You get a chance. But first, maybe you're thinking, why did I make this? Well, too many people spend years studying English, grammar rules, vocabulary lists, textbooks, and still never feel confident enough to open their mouth in a real conversation. So I meet all these kinds of people every day in my day to day, in my work, in my meetings. And that's why I decided I wanted to make a resource that could help people within 30 days completely turn around their fluency with a simple system that I have been using in the last 7 years of teaching English online. So, for those of you who do not know me, I am Abraham from Abraham English. My team and I have worked with students from all over the world, taking them from complete beginners to confident natural English speakers. So we've worked with students under companies like HP, Mercedes, Deutsche Telekom, a lot of companies around the world, under the umbrella of other companies that were working directly with these companies. But we at Abraham English have directly trained managers, sales officers, IT tech people from these big top companies, mostly in Europe. And our focus today is simple. We don't want to teach you to memorize. We're not going to give you grammatical rules. We want to give you a framework of how to speak in real situations with real confidence. Okay, so a quick story. At first, I struggled too. You know, newsflash, I wasn't always fluent. Okay, I grew up in Tanzania, and everybody around me was, speaking Swahili. That's the local language here in Tanzania. But I and it's not that I studied hard. I did study hard, but that didn't help me speak better. So you can cross that off the list. That's not what's going to help you speak better. Then I realized something that changed everything. Learning English is not the same as speaking English. So you can have a lot of people that have an A in academics and English because they study it a lot, but they don't speak it, which is why when they try to speak, they get stuck and they get nervous. And we're going to see some real examples later today from some of my former students who are also currently clients of Abraham English. And we're going to hear from other professionals in the industry who've been around for quite some time. And they're going to share their 2 cents about how you can actually build fluency. Okay? So, my thing here at Abraham English, we don't like too much grammar. And if you're not speaking enough, that's a red flag. If you're not consistent, that's another red flag. So we have a clear system that just pushes you towards more speaking and doing that consistently. The truth is, you don't become fluent by learning more. You become fluent by using what you already know. The vocabulary you have right now is enough to start. The system is what is missing. And that's what we're going to break down today. So now let's welcome our guest speakers. I'm excited to welcome our guest speakers. We have some really cool people here today. Um, let's start with Najim. Najim is an Abraham English trainer, but well, I'm gonna let him speak more and introduce himself, and then he's gonna tell us a little bit more about what it really takes to build fluency to become fluent in English learning.
All right. Thank you very much, Abraham. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Is everything good? Uh, can you guys hear me, Abraham?
Yes, I can hear you, but we cannot see you.
Oh, sorry about that. Think my video is off. What about now?
Perfect, perfect.
All right. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Welcome to Abraham English. For those who are already in Abraham English, nice to see you again. As Abraham said, I have been an English teacher for a while now, working with students from all over the world. Abraham English has helped me reach out to a lot of students. I've gotten to get the experience to work with many, many people from all around the world. And just like how Abraham said, uh, you need to speak more for you to actually master the language. It's not about what you learn when you're reading books or what you learn from your textbooks. All right. Um, uh, I believe that practice makes perfect. I think we all know about that saying, practice makes perfect. And the more you use your English, the better you become. I heard Abraham a few minutes say that the vocabulary that you have is more than enough for you to become a perfect fluent speaker. And I back that 100%. I can give you guys a very small example. I have a student from Italy. She was having some problems with grammar. What I came to realize is that the problem was not her grammar, but her confidence to actually use what she already has. All right. So what we did was we based our classes mostly on conversations, like we started talking, getting to know each other, bonding. And over time, we came to realize the more she spoke, the more fluent she became. I feel like this 30-day journey to becoming a fluent English speaker is a very great idea on improving your English in general. So, for those who are trying to improve their English from a beginner level, or if you're already good at English and you want to become more fluent, I would say using English more is the best solution, regardless of your grammar level or your vocabulary level. Just speak, speak, and keep on speaking. That's all I can share for now. But as we go on, we can give each other more hints, and we can talk more about how to make this a splendid experience for all of you guys. Thank you, Abraham.
Thank you very much, Najim. Okay, guys, so that was Najim, one of our trainers here at Abraham English. And now I'm going to welcome Chloe. She's a very experienced and seasoned English teacher, trainer, who's been working in different aspects and different industries in the English sector in general. And I am really excited for you guys to meet her because I think she's gonna add something that will really add on to the value that we put it all together today. So, Chloe, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you very much. Maybe
Um,
are you able to turn on your video?
for now, I'm still fixing something, but later on, I'm gonna turn it on.
All
Okay,
right.
so good morning, everyone. As Abraham introduced me, my name is Chloe Norman, and I'm an English trainer and your guest speaker today. And I'm really excited to be here with you all. And so, today, we're going to talk about how you can improve your English faster, the 30 days journey, and in a simple and practical way. And I just want to tell you guys that the good news is fluency is really possible for everyone here. So, yeah, let's just dive into it.
All right. Thank you very much. And okay, that was very great. I really appreciate that. And guys, let's move on to the next part of our presentation here. So, the shift you need to make. And this is something that basically is the change in direction between people that are fluent and people that actually just learn a lot, but they never become fluent. So you need to shift from thinking that you are not ready, thinking that you need to learn more words, you need more vocabulary, that you think that you need to learn more grammatical concepts. So a lot of people they never take that opportunity to do that presentation. They don't try to speak to that friend or try to introduce themselves in English because they think they always need more. Well, actually, you need to start speaking now. Imperfect speaking is the beginning of progress because how else are you going to know that you're making mistakes if you're not making conversations? So you improve as you go. Fluency is built in motion, not in preparation. All right? Fluency is built in motion, not in preparation. So if you guys can hear that, type the word motion in the chat below. Type the word motion so that you guys, after this live today, you get in motion and start applying these principles. And you know, guys, this is not just old talk. Just in a few minutes, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty and we're gonna look at the entire structure of what you guys are going to have to do in this 30-day challenge. Okay. So I'm not able to see the comments because the setup we're using for the live stream is a little bit complicated. Zoom connecting it to YouTube Live. So and I did that because we needed to make sure that our guest speakers can join as well. Okay, so let's move on. So this is the system that we use, guys. We've been talking about it again. System, system, system. It's just a proven way to go from understanding English to speaking English naturally without starting over, without years of extra studying. It works for beginners and a level that you have. If you've tried other methods before and felt like they failed you, well, that's because you were using the wrong system. And guys, we this might sound like like we're joking. We're not joking. I know as teachers, I know a lot of people that have been learning English for 5+ years, 6+ years, 10+years, and they're never fluent, and they always have to buy a new course. They always have to learn with a new teacher, and they're learning the same language. How many people do you know that can speak three, four, five languages? Do you think they have like 100 years to learn every language? No. They actually have mastered a system of learning new languages, which is the reason why they only need probably 2 or 3 years, and then they move on to learning a newer language and something like that. So when you master the system, guys, this is not a joke. There's a way of learning that can actually help you master and improve quickly. And that is what we're going to share. So let's start by talking about the 5 pillars of fast fluency. And before I dive into this, I'm going to welcome my buddy, my trainer, Simeon from Abraham English, who's very experienced. He's going to break down the 5 pillars of fast fluency and explain how this can actually help you to build your fluency. Simeon?
Hello, 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 everyone. Okay. All right, there we go. Hello, my name is Simeon. I am one of the trainers here at Abraham English, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the 5 pillars of fast fluency. Yeah. First and foremost, we're talking about daily speaking. As my colleagues have already mentioned, daily speaking is really, really crucial. Use the elements that you already know and you have already familiarized with yourself. And from there onwards, you will be able to attain fluency. Repetition. Repetition is key. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. So the more that you do the same thing, the more you're able to pin out your mistakes and you're able to come out better after knowing those mistakes. Because the more you keep on pointing them out and you keep correcting them, you will be getting better. Slow, but better. Yeah, and real life practice, you know, have a person that you can have conversations with. This will be a really good time for um this will be a really good time for you to also try to integrate AI as an element of your learning tool. Yeah, finding someone to talk to at any short notice. It doesn't have to be a real person, but even AI has made that really simple. And even us, your teachers, yeah, we are a really good method to make that happen. And it's even better when you converse with your teachers because they're even able to point out your mistakes in real time. And yeah, again, focusing on the journey, yeah, and feedback, yeah, understand your mistakes so you can fix them fast. Understand your mistakes so you can fix them fast. And another one is simplicity. One step at a time, no overwhelm, just progress. So yeah, these are the pillars of fast fluency. You follow these on a daily basis and you will get there in no time. Thank you, Abraham.
All right, guys, we're not just gonna throw it out there and let this overwhelm you. Don't worry. The system that we're gonna give you is literally gonna be like your daily manual. Think about it like something that you have that literally explains to you that, okay, the first thing that you do in the morning is you head over to your bathroom, grab your toothbrush, and you do that for maybe 2 minutes. We're literally going to give you something that will break down everything step by step. You don't need to think about it. You literally just need to act, and it's going to guide you towards that fluency. So this is the challenge. Okay, we're going to give you a manual, 30-day manual that's going to be very detailed about everything that you need to do. And guys, can you comment in the comment section if I'm speaking too fast? If you guys need me to slow down, I'll just slow down because I know most of us, maybe some of you are beginners and you're still learning, so I'll slow it down a bit, okay? But yeah, and I want to touch on this element of real life practice. Today, I'm going to reveal a very golden tool that very few people know about. It's a really secret website where you get a chance of actually practicing with other English native speakers who are actually serious about learning English. Maybe not necessarily native speakers, but English learners who are serious about learning and practicing their English and building their fluency live, online, and for absolutely free. So, guys, this is about us truly trying to give massive value and helping you guys build your fluency. And if you stick to the end, I'm going to be revealing that and many more other bonuses that you guys can use in your English journey. So, so what Simon was just talking about is that what you're going to be doing is you need to speak every single day. The biggest mistake I see every day is that people learn a language and they go back to not using it that language. We said it before, it's not about learning. You can learn as much as you want, but it's not going to build your fluency. The fluency is built by speaking. So speak every day. Don't wait to be perfect. Practice real situations. We're going to give you everything that you need for that. And you're going to be improving one step at a time. Don't wait until you're ready. Don't study without speaking. Don't translate in your head and giving up when it feels hard. That is not the way. So now let me guys show you something powerful. What if you had a clear plan for every single day? The 30-day fluency system. Now we're starting to get into the good stuff. Maybe some of you have been waiting and you're like, okay, what is this about? So this is something that's going to be divided into 4 phases. Okay. Day 1 to day 30. Day 1, you're like, okay, I can't speak, or like I'm not fluent, or I freeze, I don't know what to say. We're going to tackle that. Week 1, it's going to be about simple phrases and daily habits that will build your fluency. Week 2 to 3 will start get you practicing real conversations and real confidence. By the time you get to day 30, you I'm not saying that you're going to be an English teacher that is able to train professors and everything, but it's not impossible. But you're going to be able to express yourself fluently. Okay. Learning vocabularies and stuff like that is something that you'll keep doing your whole life. I mean, I still learn new words every day. Yeah, I mean, you're reading the book and you're gonna hear some new words here and there. So learning new words is something that you do every day. So don't let that stop you. So how it's gonna work? You're gonna get simple speaking tasks, real practice, repetition. You speak, you repeat, and you improve. And you do that with consistency. It's going to build your progress day by day, step by step. So day 1, this is what day 1 looks like. Your first phrases. So we're assuming that everyone we have to start from a point where even a complete beginner can start at. So maybe day 1 is going to be too easy for you, but I strongly recommend you start at day 1 either way. Do it anyway. Your first phrases start with the most powerful, most used sentence starters in everyday English, like I am, or I like, I want, and the opposites. Okay. Don't worry, you don't need to remember this. It's completely going to be in the system that I will give to you guys at the end of this live. Okay. And it's only going to be available to those who are here live. I'm not going to post this in the WhatsApp group, because if you didn't join live, then I think maybe you don't deserve it because you didn't put in the effort. But for those that will put in the effort, they're not only going to get that, they're going to be other cool bonuses waiting for you guys. So, these 3 simple phrases unlock thousands of conversations. They sound simple, but they're incredibly powerful. Mastering the basics is where fluency begins, not with advanced grammar. It starts right here. Okay. But here is something that completely changed everything for me. And this is something that also comes with a 30-day step-by-step plan. This is called the shadowing technique. And in less than 1 week, so here's a story about something that happened to me. At some point, I got this opportunity to work for an American company that was making podcasts, but they strictly needed pure Native American accents. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they wanted people that were born and raised in the United States and are currently living in the United States. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to pass as somebody that was living there with their accent and everything. And this thing was being checked with AI. So it was really tough. And it was like 5 years back. So I did my 2 minute demo and they said, oops, your accent is not good enough. You don't sound American, or this and that. So what I did, guys, is I did not give up. So that's when I discovered the shadowing technique. So with the shadowing technique, I was able to shadow native English speakers. In my case, I was shadowing American English speakers. And I did it in 1 week. And then I was able to redo this interview and I got the job. So it's really powerful. I've seen a lot of people that go from being stuck and freeze and have not being fluent to improving their pronunciations and their fluency dramatically just with the shadowing technique. And the good news is we're going to give you guys a 30-day playlist built with progression from day 1 to day 30, where you'll be able to have basically shadow all these videos every day to improve your fluency. And I can completely guarantee if somebody's going to show up, follow everything on day 1, shadow every video all the way to day 30, you're literally going to be very fluent by the end of it. All right, so moving on. So how shadowing works. So basically, it's simple. It's not you listen and repeat, it's you do it like a shuttle, you do it together. So you almost like try to speak together, but it's not only about repeating, it's about coping the sound, the intonation, the rise and fall, and everything, and making sure you almost kind of like shifting your identity and trying to be that person. This is very simple, but very powerful. And I strongly recommend if you've been watching Netflix movies or just English movies and you think that you're magically going to improve your English, that's not going to happen. But if you are shadowing the speakers that you're listening to, then you will definitely see an improvement in a few days. So this is something that we're going to give you guys also as part of the bonuses today. Now, you might be thinking, what's the catch? Well, there is basically no catch. All of this we're giving you guys for free because I really am passionate about helping people improve their speaking and be able to improve their fluency. And maybe one day you're going to come back and tell a friend that, hey, Abraham English helped me. They gave us this really cool webinar and we learned a lot. But that's about it. That's not to say we're not going to have some extra bonuses for you guys later. Now let's talk about what you're getting. Here's your complete fluency system. So your 30-day, you're going to get a 30-day workbook. Now, I know most people, if you have a plan or something that you need to follow, if you can't document it, if you can't like note down, you're going to lose track. Well, that's why you have the workbook. It's your speaking journal. Every day you track what you say, new words, new phrases, and this is something that you also get as part of a bonus. I'm going to literally give it to you guys for free. You can download it and you can print it out and you'll be able to note down all these things, okay? Track your daily progress. So you're going to have day 1 and the workbook is going to have a day 1 page where you have to note down the new words and everything. So your workbook is going to contain everything and your progress that you're going to make in the 30 days. The vocabulary, sentences that you practice, and everything. Writing and speaking together supercharges your memory. Students who use the workbook consistently progress 2 to 3 times faster than those who don't. So that's important. Please don't ignore the workbook and stay until the end of the live. I'm going to show you guys the workbook. So you're also going to get a fluency toolbox. Now, this is where I'm going to be revealing some of the cool tools. So obviously you have Google Translate. This is really important. Sounds very basic, but as you're going to be following the 30-day plan, you're going to come across new words. You're going to come across new phrases. And it's very important that you don't panic. Don't just go like, because sometimes it's really absurd because you find students who are like, I don't know what that means. I mean, like, what do you mean you don't know what that means? You can literally Google that and check what it means. So you literally have no excuse. You can never say, I don't know how to go forward. When you're stuck, these are tools that are here to help you. You have how to say plus Youglish to always learn how to pronounce the words. You have Quizlet to memorize vocabulary with smart flashcard systems that adapt to you. You can set that up yourself. And Reversal, some real sentence examples you understand words in context. This is also for learning new words. But my favorite one is Episodin, and I'm going to show you guys Episodin right here. So an Episodin This is a very handy free tool that anybody who's learning English can use for free. And last year, I was working with a student who was a complete beginner, who was from Tanzania and who needed to improve his English because he was planning to travel to Germany. And I worked with him. I did with him one-on-one lessons, and I also handed in this tool that he was able to use in his spare time. You literally have free conversation every few minutes. Like right now, in the next 1 minute, there's another conversation about food and culture. You join for free, and you're gonna meet another real person that you will talk to for absolute about food and culture for free. Every session is 7 minutes. There are people from 150 countries, and you can do one-on-one conversations on here. As you can see, there are more than 80 rooms, and every room has, right now, we have 83 rooms going on. So this is a place where you can always come to practice your English. If you don't have a budget to work with a native English speaker, of course, these are not going to be native English speakers. These are going to be other learners like you. So you're not going to expect talking to someone who's going to be correcting you, rather someone that's just going to be conversing with you. So that's a handy tool that you guys should definitely note down and not forget about. Okay, let's keep going. So what you're also going to get today, so we've seen where you're going to get the Fluency Toolbox, you're going to get the 30-day workbook. The Fluency Toolbox will contain everything about all these details. So you don't, even if you're not taking notes right now, we got you. You're going to get a summary of everything and you're going to know exactly how to use them. But we're also going to give you real life conversation scripts. Some of you work in travel or work, or you travel a lot, or maybe you work in sales, and you need to use English in different areas, like talking about your future plans, introducing yourself, small talk. We're literally going to give you a script, a document with scripts, different scripts for different scenarios in these different topics. So you have something to start with. So if you struggle with talking at work or struggle with small talk, we're going to give you some basic scripts that you can use to start any small talk. Words like, hey there, what's up? How was your weekend? How are you doing? Everything okay? I mean, sounds like some basic things, but that's exactly what you need to build that fluency, to be confident when you're heading into conversations. Okay, before I go on, if you think that this is valuable, please drop a 100 in the chat. Let me know. Is this valuable? Whether you are on WhatsApp, comment on WhatsApp, or comment on YouTube. Okay, guys. Uh, okay, I see some comments. Okay. All right, that's great. All right, so let's keep going. We're almost done. Um, So we're also going to give you guys the 30-day shadowing library that comes with 30 videos, one for every day, real natural English, 100% real English, native speakers, natural conversations, 5 to 20 minutes daily for practice. So you actually can learn how to shadow and practice and improve your pronunciation every day. So that's also part of what you're going to get. But now I'm going to welcome some of my students so that you don't just take our word for it, but you also hear from what some of our clients from Abraham English say about our strategies and about working with Abraham English and how it's been. And yeah, so I want to thank them for showing up. Right now, I am going to welcome Aaliyah. Um, let's see. Hey, Aaliyah, you can join now. Hello. Okay, I think while we're still waiting for Elia, is Spancha live? Okay, okay. I see some 100s from Katrin and Hassan. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Katrin. Can't wait for you guys to. Yeah, cool. We have Aaliyah in the building. Aaliyah Stein, thank you so much for your time, and I'm really excited to have you here today. We've been working together for maybe I don't know 3 years now with Simeon and all
Yeah,
that.
something like
So
that.
please, yeah, welcome.
Hi.
Hello. How was your day?
My day was great. Yeah, I had actually English class today with Zeman.
Why do you sound like you're from the United States, or are you American?
No, no.
How did
Uh,
you build that fluency?
I'm German. Yeah, I trained that with Simeon, and what I really like about these English lessons is how flexible and personal they are. Yeah, sometimes we talk about things that are actually happening in our lives, or sometimes we really, yeah, just have good conversations about topics that are important to me. Or and other times we focus more on grammar or the sentence structure. And the next lesson it can be something completely different again. Yeah, I really enjoy that mix all the
Yeah.
time with Simeon. And what helps me the most is that we actually speak a lot. Yeah, it feels man natural and more like talking to a friend than studying. Yeah, and that makes learning much more interesting and real for me. And this helped me a lot to understand the basics and to start speaking English with more confidence before focusing too much on the corrections. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What would you say was the difference between your English fluency before you started working with Simeon from Abraham English and after?
We put all my different English words that I had together to actual sentences and conversations. Before I
Mm.
just had some random words, and now I can have a conversation with him.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. All right. So here we have Svante. Welcome. I
Hi,
really appreciate
Abraham.
you making the time. I know you're very busy and you have a lot going on, but thank you for representing Germany.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you. Thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah, well,
I
I know Elia just talked a little bit about how his fluency journey developed, and maybe a lot of people don't know that you are also a teacher as well. So I thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about, from your perspective as a teacher, what do you think other important components of learning English, and what's important?
um for me personally, for my kids, it's very important to listen to correct English in a conversation because that's actually the way we learned English, our mother language in
Mother
the
tongue.
first
Yeah,
mother tongue in the first place.
exactly.
So a little bit like that. And if you, for my kids, I can say that they like you very much. And on the other hand, it's because of you are able to really connect to the kids, really connect to the kids. That's you're very, very good at that. And so this opens up everything. So sometimes you do some exercises, but also you choose them so wisely or so good that there are often very intense conversations
Yeah.
between you and my kids following. So they like that. They don't even notice they are in English class anymore. And yes, well, that's not every single time, but very often. And I think that shows your capability to connect to the kids very easily and in a very, yeah, they are different. So I I think you can do that with people, even
Fantastic.
with, yes.
When we
Thank you.
started out, what is one thing that you definitely uh, you you didn't want your kids to study any grammar, and they were complete beginners. They
Yes.
couldn't they could barely say I come from Germany, but you didn't want them to study any grammar, you didn't want them to study the rules, but you still wanted them to be able to speak fluently.
Yes.
And normally that's kind of like impossible because you have to study the rules. But would you say that your kids have been able to some degree speak fluently without really having much care about grammar?
Yes, of course. Yes, I think, well, you can also find that in the Birkenbiel method.
Mm-hmm.
You can really find that. It's like nobody told you in your mother tongue, wait, the grammar
Mm-hmm.
you have to take care of is this. So before you speak, you have to think about that. That kills everything. So you have a very nice form of, if they say sentences not
Correct.
correctly,
Yeah.
you correct them, but not always, and not, it's like, yeah, normal.
It's
So
balanced. It's
yeah,
balanced.
it's
Yeah.
very balanced. So and I know my kids, they told me, and I could work that out with you. They don't like grammar. So
Mm-hmm.
if they would have been interested, it's fine with me, but they are not. And so what they love is being able to talk, and that improved very much over the time. So
Well,
now I find them
Mhm.
um, at a shop today. Ruben, he was like talking English to the guy
Yeah, the
in the shop.
shopkeeper.
Yeah, just not Mom, can you please ask? No, he did it himself, and
Yeah.
that's normal for him at this
Okay.
time. Yeah. So
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate you breaking that down, and yeah, thank you for your honesty. And guys, for everyone who maybe I didn't introduce Svancha clearly, we've been working. She's one of our first clients and her family of 5 kids. One of our first clients from Germany who we've been working with for more than 3 years now. And during that time, we've had so much progress, and I'm happy that we still have you as part of the Abraham English team. So thank you so much, Svanche.
yes, you're welcome.
All right. All right, guys, we're gonna keep breaking this down. So let's be real for a second, okay? You're getting a complete 30-day system. You're getting the Fluency workbook. You're getting the full tools guide, real life conversation scripts. You're getting the 30-day shadowing library and this live masterclass training. Guys, this is a lot of value, and you're getting all of this for free. And if you guys use it the way we've guided you today, you will definitely be able to achieve something in the next 30 days, whether that's going to be starting tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But it's important that you are in motion, that you're not waiting, just like we talked about before. And obviously, this entire thing could easily be worth more than $1,000, and it would be worth every penny. But because this took weeks and weeks of preparation, but you guys today will be able to get this for absolutely free. I only ask that you wait until the end of the live, and I'm going to be able to give you access to all these bonuses. Okay. Um, so why are we giving this for free? Well, because we're not here to collect credit card numbers, we're here to create real transformations. And that only happens with serious, committed people, real results. And when you're serious and you show up and you do the work, that's when you get real transformations. All right. So now here's the thing. Maybe there could be someone who needs more support. And that's completely okay. So before we actually talk about that, does anybody have any questions so far? Anyone? If you're still in the live, drop an emoji. Let me know you're still in the live. Let me know you're still there. Let me know you're serious about your English goals. If you're still in the live, that you're really trying to become fluent. Who's still in the live? If you're still in the live, drop a comment. All right, we see some questions here. We're going to address them later. We're going to have Q&A. Okay. All right, guys. So if you need more support, that's completely okay. So the free system works, and we just broke it down for you guys. But for those who want faster progress, you want deeper guidance, and you want real accountability, there is something that we can offer you. But this is completely optional. This is completely if you think that with the 30-day program, with the shadowing program, and with the toolbox, and with everything that we gave you guys, with the conversation scripts, and you think that this is still not going to be enough, then of course there's something that you can get extra. Because some people always need someone to hold their hand, to guide them, even spoon feed them so they can really, learn faster. This is not bad, not phrasing that as a bad thing. It is actually could be more productive and could maybe for someone who doesn't have a lot of time could help them progress faster, especially if you have targeted goals, like maybe you want to nail that interview, or you want to target career growth. It's for your career, for your job, or for something that is important and the clock is ticking. Then it's always important to get more support. And a quick overview, or a quick, I'd say, testimonial of something that also completely blew even my own mind using this same system. And when we're talking about, when you're working against the clock and you need to improve fast, I want to tell you guys about a student that was named Yella. So you got Yella, who was a complete beginner who couldn't even say, "My name is Yella." And he was supposed to get into an international school in Thailand that needed him to be fluent in English, or at least be able to conduct an English interview. And I got contacted by Yella's family, and they tell me, Abraham, you have 3 months. You need to make sure he's ready to pass the interview, and then we will be able to move to Thailand. If you don't do a good job and he doesn't pass the interview, then my family will not move to Thailand, and it's gonna be because of you. Well, he didn't say that, but it sounded like that. Well, it's not magic. I just used the system, and guess what? In 3 months, this kid who couldn't even say "my name is Yella" went from being a complete beginner to passing this interview in flying colors, and the whole family was entirely surprised that they actually get to move to Thailand. And they've been in Thailand now for like 4 years, and their entire life changed. And they have now a lot of investments there, and houses, and so much more things that they've done because of that simple thing that happened through the system that we've built at Abraham English, that helped the learner pass his interview within a window of 3 months while starting from complete scratch. So it's possible. And if you need more support, we have some programs for you, okay, that will give you more guidance so that you don't have to, because you're going to come across some new words and new stuff, and maybe you're not going to get the guidance that you need, not with AI, not with episode and the website I show you guys. Maybe you're going to need access to a native English speaker. Maybe you're going to need someone to hold you accountable to make sure that you're doing the step-by-step daily plans, and you need to make more progress. Then we have some programs that can make sense for you guys. So we have the 6 months fluency program that is available, completely optional. Remember, guys, you can still go with a 30-day plan that we gave you with all the 6 bonuses that you get, including the toolbox, you get the toolbox, you get the conversation scripts, you get the shadowing library, and you get other bonuses that could completely turn things around for you for your English learning journey. But if you want something extra, the 6 month fluency program is going to bring you into small groups of maximum 6 students. So you always get personal attention. It's not too crowded. 2 live sessions weekly for 6 months. You get real speaking practice with a native English speaker, always correcting your mistakes and making sure that you are on the right path. Structured progression through 6 months and peer support and community. So you're going to get also access to a private learning community with other students like you. So that's the 6 month fluency program. But we also have, guys, a VIP fluency program, a one-on-one training where every session is built entirely around you, your goals, your challenges, and your pace. You get a personalized plan, a custom roadmap designed to get you to fluency as fast as possible, and full 24/7 support, access to your coach, full access to group sessions as a bonus. And this includes live sessions, live coaching sessions, real-time speaking practice with a qualified coach, all scripts and tools. You also get the full 30-day system and workbook and the progress tracking and feedback material. So price, well, the group program is at $499, and the VIP program is at $999. One-on-one personalized full support. These prices are only available during this live session. Once we close today, they're going to go back to their regular pricing. But of course, I mentioned you going to get some bonuses today. If you join today, you're going to get a fast action bonus. And I'm going to post the fast action bonus in a few minutes, which is going to give you $200 off. And you're going to be able to be part of a group that will start their journey, their 6 months fluency journey, learning together with native English speakers from Abraham English so that you convert your fluency journey on top of the 30-day program. So you got the bonus one-on-one sessions, even for group sessions. So if you join the group program, you also get bonus one-on-one sessions to start you up, extra support, and priority coaching. So you can take the free program that we've given you guys, or you can also take another step to improve your fluency faster, to make sure if you are someone that wants to actually go to high levels, you want to improve your English because you want to, you want it to impact your career. You want to be a content creator. You want to be able to make content and speak fluency, reach an English audience. You want to be able to do sales calls or negotiations with clients and all this. You're actually going to need something that is a little bit more tailored and with more detail, with attention from a native English speaker. And that's where you guys are going to need to make a decision. But I say it's a win-win. If you join these programs or if you take the free program that we gave you guys today, you're still going to not be in the same place. Your bonuses, like we talked about, your 30-day workbook, you still have it. And this is the moment where I'm going to reveal the bonuses. I'm going to post them right now on a link in the YouTube live chat. I'll do that right now. Okay, so this entire time I wasn't aware that you guys were not able to see my screen. Well, somebody could have given me a heads up. Anyways, quick a quick recap. So we talked about why we're giving this away for free, and we broke down the programs that are available if you want to take it to another step, which is a 6 months fluency program, 2 live sessions weekly for 6 months with a group of 6 people, VIP fluency program, one-on-one training with personalized plans and personalized support 24/7, live coaching sessions 2 times weekly, plus everything else in the basic plan. And this program is $499 and $999 for the VIP program. Plus, you get $200 off with a fast action bonus using a coupon that I'm going to post in the live if you join today. All right, so now I think we're ready for Q&A. And guys, if you're ready to start speaking and you want to join the Abraham English team, I'm going to drop a link right now in the chat so that you guys can do that. So let me post the links right now. Okay, actually, before we post the links, I want to give you guys access to the bonuses. And those of you who've stayed till the end, you deserve to get access to the bonuses. So I'm going to create a new group right now where you guys can join this new group where you will find these bonuses. Okay, because like as promised, only the people that went in the live will be able to see the bonuses. Okay, I'll just quickly send the link over there. Okay, so the link is on the live chat. I'll pin it. So guys, join this group and that's where you're gonna find all your bonuses. Let me just share the bonuses. That's where you're gonna find the easiest 30-day English fluency system that you need to follow for the next 30 days. You're gonna find your shadowing library, the English fluency toolbox, the 30-day English fluency workbook, and the scripts. Okay. So if you join the group, then the bonuses are there right now. You can find the bonuses there. Okay. And now I'm gonna drop another link. Plus, the fast action bonus is gonna be live with $200 off on all programs if you want to join Abraham English today. So I'll just put these in the YouTube chat and I'll pin that. So make sure you look out for that. So first is the 6 months fluency program for $499. But that means if you use the coupon to get $200 off is simply fast action, small letters. Fast action. I'm also going to include it in the chat here. So with that, you can get $200 off. So that means you can join the group program for 6 months, working with a native English speaker for simply $299. And this is only valid to the end of the live. By the end of the live, it's not going to be valid anymore. The price is going to go back to the normal, $499. And I'm also going to drop a link for the private one-on-one. And then we're going to start our Q&A. So I think, Simeon, you can start with the Q&A.
Okay. At the moment, there is only one question on WhatsApp. It says, how did you, the students, find Abraham English?
Well, before I answer that question, guys, we have all the links now there and the respective coupons. So if you take the 6 months fluency program, your discount code is fast action. And if you take the 101 VIP fluency program, your discount code is VIP fast action. So use these codes by the end of our live, which we're probably going to finish in the next 10 or 20 minutes. That's when these these codes are valid for. But other than that, back to your question. Well, I would say word of mouth, organic growth. It all started with one teacher that was happy, and another teacher, and another one student that was happy with one of the Abraham English teachers, and they shared it with other parents, and just like that, we kind of like got our base in Germany, so we kind of went viral there. So, yep, that's how we went. Uh, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Any questions, guys? Simeon, do you see any other questions?
At the moment, no, but maybe in a few minutes, because there's
Okay,
a delay, there's a lag.
So, guys, if you have a question about the presentation, if you didn't get access to the bonuses and you want to get access to the bonuses, now's the time. After this, of course, we're going to have a recording of the webinar. But people are going to have to apply to watch it to get the value of this. And yeah, so we're not just going to make it publicly available. So for those that missed the live, they would have to actually apply for it again, and we'll have to see. But if you're still in the live and you haven't gotten the bonuses, please drop a comment. We're gonna make sure you get your bonuses, and in the plan itself, the 30-day plan that will help you build your fluency. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, well, then I guess that means everything's clear, right? No more questions. Well, Simeon, your job was easy. You don't have any questions. So
Yeah,
we still have something for you guys. You can apply for a free trial class. If you are not ready to join Abraham English, but you want to learn a little bit about what it's about, you want to learn, you want to know, get to know these trainers and maybe get a feel of it in a more personal way. You're not sure yet, that's completely okay. You can apply for a free trial class. Just send me a message or send Simon a message, and we're gonna sort you out and make sure we find a slot for you for a completely free trial class. No commitment, no strings attached. You get to speak, practice, and feel exactly what's working, what working with us is like, and then you can decide. So if you are looking to get the trial class, make sure you send us a message with the word trial, and we'll set you up. Other than that, I think that's it for today. Well, I
I think
certainly
there's
hope you
somebody
guys.
typing.
Somebody's typing.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay, I think they don't have access to the bonuses, so
yeah, it is about the
resend.
bonuses.
I'll
I,
resend.
yeah, definitely. I can do that.
Okay, yeah, I already resent, so no problem. Okay, got it. So it's been great. Thank you guys for 1 hour and almost 15 minutes. It was a pleasure serving you guys, and I hope you found massive value in this training. I know that you guys can do this, and please, you can simply just take everything that we gave you, all the bonuses. Hold on, let me back it up a little bit. So over here, you have the 30-day step-by-step fluency program itself, which is the main program that comes with the 30-day workbook for you to always write down stuff, note down new words, note down what you're learning, a fluency toolbox that will guide you when you're stuck. Okay, you got this arsenal of all the tools that you need to teach yourself English, conversation scripts to guide you when you're talking in different specific topics, and a shadowing system, a complete library of videos step by step that you can watch from day one, built-in progression that you can also find in the bonuses. That for those of you that have joined the bonuses group, you already see the value that we put out there. So that's it, guys. Without further ado, I just want to thank everyone. I want to special